So, hello and welcome to the 8th episode of my city skyline series called Rajećska župa. Maybe you've seen the episodes that were on my channel before, where it was called Rajećski kraj. The problem is that I made just a little mistake. And the fact that you don't say the word kraj in Croatia, and it doesn't mean like a country or a region, it means something completely different. I'm sorry, that was my mistake. I hope no Croatian citizen or somebody just gets offended or anything. Sorry for this mistake. So from now on it's called Rajećska župa. Or županica. I forgot. I think it's župa or županica, something like that. Sorry, not trying to offend you, just well, that's a bit awkward. So, maybe also you've seen that the last episode was out like 5 weeks ago, and I have just a simple explanation. And that is because I've been traveling. I've been traveling a lot since like before these 5 weeks. I started to travel. Like I was on a 3 independent trips. The first one being a trip to Czech border mountains of Izerske hory, and the second one was actually to California, to be exact, to LA and San Diego. It was it was probably the best trip I've ever been on. It was actually the first time I've ever was outside of Europe. Literally, I've never been on any other continent in Europe. It was not also like a tourist experience, like nice cities and stuff. It was also a cultural experience because I was living in a family. In an American family, which is always like an experience. Okay, I will not say that if it was a bad or good experience. I will just say that it was a one hell of an experience. Okay, it really was. And so yeah, that was my trip to California. By the way, that trip to California had inspired me, and it had inspired me so much that when I finished the Rajećska župa, or the city of Rajec and the region all around it, I will do a series of an American city based on LA and the stuff that I've seen in California. And then the third trip was to Normandy in France. It was also a nice trip. I've seen stuff like Mont Saint-Michel and of course the beach of the D-Day. I think I was in Umo. I think I was in Umo actually. So in this episode, first I was trying to build the old city, like the Stari Grad, but no, I didn't have the buildings that would suit the theme enough, so I have decided to build instead this this area around the train station, around the Banderovo train station. And so the old town, the Stari Grad, will be in the next episode, which I know because I've already have the footage. I will do the commentary right after this one. And in that footage, yeah, it will be just doing the old sound, because it was still nothing there at this point. So it's complete now, and also today the Colossal Order released the trailer for the Industrial DLC. I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, I think it might be one of the best DLCs that they've ever made for City Skylines. I don't know, it just looks, it looks really good. I think that it will add a lot of stuff, a lot of useful stuff, especially, you know, that the industrial zones could be now larger and actually have a purpose, because the industrial zones now are like, I don't want to say broken, okay, they work good, but the fact is that when you have like an industrial zone that is like themed like, I don't know, the coal mine or something, it just, well, you just set the district like the ore mines, yeah, it's the ore mines, yeah, ore, and the buildings will just spawn, nothing else. But now when you can have these giant ones that you can actually build them like the parks in Park Life update, I think that adds a lot, yeah. I think it will, yeah, it will add a lot of detail. I'm really forward to working with it. I really do. I will buy it immediately when it comes out, because other DLCs that I was always purchasing was always like when they were on sale. Like the last time I bought was the Nature Disasters, which was like, well, actually it was right before I actually bought the game. Sorry, not the game. Before I left to the California, and because it was the Steam sales of some sort. I think it was like, it was not spooky sales, or like Halloween sales. These will come, like in 2 or 3 weeks because of Halloween, of course. But I bought the Natural Disasters, so now I have the Natural Disasters. So yeah, but so there's only like one big DLC that I'm missing, and that is the Green Cities. I don't think that I will buy it like in some like only when it will be on sale and I will have some spare change and like you know, when there will be no other DLC to buy. But anyway, so what I'm building here is a, well, first there's a big apartment building there. That one is very nice. I think, I'm not sure, but I think that it's from the Nova City A collection. And then I've also added the locomotive halls, because I was like, hey, there's a train station, and the main train station doesn't have any sort of museum or something like this. So I've added the locomotive hall in here, and I think it looks really good, especially like when it's right next to the train station, and also it's like the position of it is like that. It's like that. It's not opposed to the train station building, but only to the platform, which I think looks really nice, really nice. And so I've added a little park. Well, I will add a little park over there, like on the left now of the screen, like on left from the train station. It looks really good. But this time I've also used the sunken wall, but this time I've actually used it how it was intended to be, because again I've like started to build it like this, that is just like making a like open tunnel, but then I've realized that it's supposed to be like this, that the rails are actually supposed to be in that tunnel. So yeah, I did that earlier, but now I actually managed to do it how it's supposed to be. Just a little terraforming there, and yeah, I had to lower the actual tunnel to to don't terraform it that bad. Yeah, and I also tried the stun entrance, but it's also terraforming, so nope, not doing that. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, I've added this to the block. Yeah. Again, I'm using this terraforming how it's called, terraforming road or something like this. It's just it's terraforming node-based structure. It's doing its job if used properly. That's the thing. Sometimes you have the you know you are in a situation where the terrain is just too steep, or just, well, there's like useless, or like not useless, but I want like it's like, oh my god, how do I say that? Fucking hell, man. That the terrain is just so steep enough that even the terraforming node-based structure is not working properly. It's just not. You will not terraform it the way you need, and I think that's a big issue with the city skylines, and that's the terraforming of itself. That you cannot have a 90 degrees steep hill, which I think would be a nice addition to the game if there was, if you were able to build a 90 degrees steep hills. It would be really nice. Actually, I would really like to see that in the future. Or at least some community modification, because it's so nice. And I think that also would have been nice, like the fact that now if you're doing some terraforming or something like this, you know, to make the city skylines ready for like caves, that you could do a cave like that, or you can make a giant like tunnel that now if you have a hill, like the hill has to always be smaller, like on the top, than the terrain under it, so that it's like a cone sort of shape, you know. But what I would like to say is like flipped it like 180 degrees upside down, so that you could have like some cliffs or something like that. Oh my god, the shoreline would look so great with this, like, you know, doing more of terraforming. But it would be really nice. But on the other hand, I think that it could like make like the world rendering, or like the spawning of the world, like a lot harder for the computers. That I think that it would like need, like, that it will be just too much for the computers, or like the minimum requirements would rise up, because that would make it like a really advanced game. Also, what I would like to see would be a reworked road system, because I'm not saying that the roads are bad. Well, they're certainly better than in SimCity 5, of course. Well, SimCity 5, that's... don't talk about it one, okay? Well, let's pretend it never happened. But what I'm trying to say, that of course you have all these roads, but what I particularly don't like are the highways. Or like, I like the fact that there are actually highways, unlike SimCity 5. Okay, let's stop talking about this one and let's pretend it never happened. But especially the fact how the highway exits like are made. Because when you have a highway exit, the cars in City Skylines like exit the highway immediately, just immediately. However, on most of the highways you will see an exit line appear, and then this exit lane will actually exit the highway. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, that's what I would like to say, that thing. So we're in the cinematics. Here you can see me doing this before and after shot. I've seen this on the Strict Toasters YouTube, and I think it's really great. He said that he also seen it somewhere, so please don't copyright ban me or something. It's just a technique that looks really good. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you like it. If you liked it, consider giving this video a like, leave some comment, and don't forget to subscribe, because I still have only 3 subscribers, I think. So I'll see you next time.